BBN, Jack Frost. What's up, party people? How's everybody doing? I'm hoping everybody's having a beautiful day. All of the things. We got a lot to talk about today. All right, so we had a Tonight Show last night. The Tonight Show is back Monday through Friday. So we're gonna have a Tonight Show tonight. Also, I want to give a shout out to all our sponsors that hit us up. I had it's dope because right now, like all of our motion never went anywhere. I just wasn't using it. You know what I'm saying? You get it? Like our motion never really went anywhere. I just wasn't using it, right? So I decided to start using it, basically, is what happened. So I was actually speaking to one of our business associates, business partners, one of the people that we're in business with right now. We got a lot of things that we're gonna be working on. Next year is gonna be a big year for him. Like you just don't get it. You don't get it. Right? Next year is gonna be a big year, at least for what I know. Next year is gonna be a big year. It's gonna be beautiful. Also shout out to Coney Island. We out here in Coney Island. We're not outside today, it's just too cold for him. But we out here in Coney Island. It is beautiful out here. If you haven't been to Coney Island, come out here. It's beautiful. Come get on some of the rides. I mean, when it gets warmer, probably pull up to the beach. Also, if you're in the area, they have a whole like through the summer and all the way into like going towards like the fall, there's like a whole jogging team guys they got out there. Like they got like guys that just go out there and they run and like they got like a run thing that they do a couple of days out the week and shit like that. Like it's good exercise and shit. I need a girlfriend, fam, so I could be out there. We got to go running, mom. All in the running. I'm gonna put on my fucking voice like come on, rock. Anyway, so today we're gonna be talking about. I actually want to talk about the whole Diddy thing also. You heard about what his son did when his son was throwing up rakes, talking about GDK. First of all, we're anti-gang violence. We're anti any violence. I am not anti-gang. The reason why, because I think that we should be able to use community. And often what can be deemed as a gang to one person is just a community group to another. Like you got some people that call certain groups terrorist groups, and then you got other groups that call them the resistance or rebels. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't want to use such a wide definer, a wide the term gang is just too easily used for nefarious purposes. So I just want to say that I'm not anti that, so I don't want it to sound like that's what I'm saying. But in any regard, he was throwing up gang signs. He was saying, GDK, if you know what that means. Anyway, so apparently I'm hearing he might have denounced all of that again. So I just want to say something. These dudes that's growing up and they're the Diddy sons of the world, they're the T.I. sons of the world. These guys haven't actually lived in reality. T.I.'s son is basically complaining that he didn't get to grow up in the ghetto. I blame that 100% on the women in his life. I seen the way T.I. talked to him. It sounds to me like T.I.'s trying to get him to grow into a man. And it sounds like the women are speaking to him like he already has a thing that he hasn't yet worked for. We have to work for these things. Like when somebody talks trash about the BBN, I say, fam, I got like 6,000 videos almost. What are you talking about? Many of my videos are not live streamed. They're edited. That's what I say. And I say, and if you really want to know about the BBN, I've been on other platforms also. We had a newspaper. That's going to be coming back next year, I promise you. But we had a newspaper, fam. We're on other platforms also. I just haven't been putting content up there because I've been having my own situations going over here and I needed equipment. So the point in which I'm trying to make is when these kids is growing up and they never actually had to go through problems, the things that they consider to be tough and be problems ain't nothing. I'm a big advocate of keeping your children in situations that they are not allowed to get their way, that they have to fall in line and learn how to be part of a team. And then also having situations where you allow for them to take the leadership role. So you can sit back and learn how your child leads so you can help them be a better leader. So I'm not for the this person is that person, so therefore this is just bestowed upon them. And I think that that is a big issue and a big problem when we're speaking about the T.I. situation and the Diddy son situation. These guys, they want to live a life that they never lived because they glorifying things that we were trying to get away from. They glorifying things niggas is running never to see again. They glorifying things that they don't want to be a part of. This is why I don't believe in clout chasing. See, back when, in other decades, clout chasing just meant you was a crash test dummy. Tell me where the lie at. That's all it went. That's all clout chasing meant. You was a crash test dummy. If you was a clout chaser, niggas knew, yo, you know what? We could get this guy to go do that, get this guy to go do this, because he trying to be popular. See, some of us never had to work like that. So we not clout chasers. That's why I look at y'all dudes that's clout chasers, and I don't look at y'all the way y'all think I'm looking at y'all. I'm not mad at you. I'm not, it's no disrespect. But me and you just aren't the same. That's all I'm saying. All due respect. I'm running from the fucking spotlight. So I can't understand the clout chaser. You get it? I got a question up. Please, everybody vote. Who is a better artist? We have 8 votes so far. We got 30 people in here. Please hit that vote. So I want to know who y'all think is a better artist. We have Little Baby. We have Gunna. We have Blueface. I'm about to mention something about Blueface, and then we're going to get into the Little Baby Gunna conversation. And we have Just Want to See the Results. More people want to see the results than believe that Blueface is a better artist than Gunna or Little Baby. I want to say something about Blueface real quick, because this shit killed me. So apparently, Blueface goes on Funny Marco. I don't know what it is, but something happened, and it's maybe behind the scenes, or maybe it happens when they get there. But these dudes got a problem with Funny Marco, and I don't know what it is. And I don't know if it's because they think he is sucker, or if like there's really something going on. Because now, when I look at the situation that happened with him and Homeboy, G Herbo, I'm gonna tell you what just happened a minute ago. I look at it as they might be picking on him, but there's a reason why, because it looks like there's more than one artist. Because I don't see these other dudes having these same situations that Funny Marco is having. It might not even be anything he's doing. It just might be something that's going on with his team. I don't have the slightest idea. But Blueface goes on Funny Marco, and I guess he asked them to name like 3 or 4 of his songs, and Funny Marco couldn't do it. So, could anybody name 3 or 4 of his damn songs? So, I'm giving Funny Marco a pass on this. But my point that I was trying to make with that joke is he knew nobody can't name 4 of your damn songs. I think Tatiana, you better fucking, if you ever see Sarah Molina, you better give her the biggest hug in the world and say thank you. All right? I don't know how good that song was or wasn't, but because of Tekashi 6ix9ine and how he was popping, when she played that shit, all of a sudden that shit blew up. I'm not capping. It probably was already gonna blow up. What the hell do I know? He had money behind him, so they was gonna get it spins, and getting it spins is gonna make it blow. That's just the way it works. So it was already gonna blow. I'm just saying that's the first place I heard it. So I say all that to say this. He runs off Funny Marco because Funny Marco can't name his songs. I can only name one. You effed up, Blueface. I'm gonna explain real quick. Your whole fan base was little children. They were the only people that liked your music. You can't see far enough in the future to realize that the little children is going to be the adults of tomorrow. So what you decided to do was you decided to make your content more X-rated so you could get away from the children aspect of it. That's where your money was, man. You're not a good rapper. That's just what it is. I'm not even trying to be disrespectful. When I'm sleeping, my rap battles are better. Well, my rap battles are better, incredible in my dreams. I ain't gonna lie, because the way our brains work. Because I'm anyway, that's neither here nor there. So I wake up and write down bars sometimes. I used to. I used to write raps in my dreams and then wake up and write them bitches. This is a fact. This is a fact. In any regard, let's get through this Blueface shit. I got one more thing to mention about Blueface. I think that nigga need to go to jail. If he really over there beating on them women like that, that nigga need to go to jail. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody say. If he really over there beating on them women like that, I just want you to hear this logic real quick. He a whole narcissist. These dudes that swear up and down that they whenever you think your sex is gonna hold a woman, you're an idiot. Women chase after security. A woman will marry a man that she does not like to have sex with that much and be faithful to this dude because he's paying the bills and giving her the lifestyle that she would like. Maybe that was yesteryear and this is not how women operate anymore, but that's how women used to operate for the most part. Do you understand the level of maturity that is? This man could provide for me and any children that I have, so I'm going to be faithful. Anyway, so, in our communities, they don't like hiring black men. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So, that nigga need to be locked up. Because if he over there beating on them women like that, that don't make no damn sense. When your baby mamas stay bruised up with busted lips, fam, and they're basically doing this shit on social media. Where the fuck is Whack 100? I don't want to hear, I want to say something. This is real talk. You don't go to your man. You can't fight the man. You got to stay out of people's relationships. Don't get this confused, right? God says don't get involved with one man and another man relationship. Don't get this confused. But he also said that we got to live under the laws of the nation, that we got to live under those laws of whatever the country it is that we live in, correct? It says nation, right? So that means somebody needs to go to that man and tell him, you can't keep putting your hands on them women. You're going to go to jail. So you're not getting involved to be involved in a relationship. You're trying to save your homie from going to damn jail. Let's talk about this little Baby Gunna thing real quick. This nigga over there beating on women right on social media, fam. Whoever is the people behind his management, you dudes missed. Y'all had all of the kids wanting to be Blueface. You had the demographic that Disney goes after. I'm going to say that again, just because I know you don't get it. You had the demographic that Disney goes after. Disney. You had the 5 to 10, 12-year-old kids in love with you. You know what that means? That means that their parents' money is your money. And what did you do? You decided to change up your whole appeal and everything instead of leaning into your fucking strengths. Kids like you because you say elementary BS ass raps. Grown ass adults don't find the shit you saying interesting or good. These are just facts. I don't really like Blueface. To be honest. I don't really like him. He turned that girl out and it had her get all of those tattoos of him on her body. That's little dick energy if I ever seen it, fam. Can you please tell me where the lie at? Part of my language this morning, but could you tell me where the lie at? He went and got himself a hold of a female that was not out in the world like that. She was kind of stuck in her family situation. They got her out there. She was on the come up. She was on television shows and everything for everybody that don't know. She did like the tag show where they like play tag and shit like that. She was a track star. Got her on on their show, turned her out, and got to get tattoos all over her body and his face and shit like that. That's little dick energy for him. I'm sorry. And niggas is too insecure. Somebody said Blueface is favorite rapper. Blueface is the best artist up there. Shout out to that person. I hope your hearing comes back. Let's talk about Little Baby and Gunna. Little Baby does a show. At this show, he's basically saying, Gunna's a rat. I'm going to tell you why I find this particularly interesting myself. You know who taught Little Baby how to rap, right? Can we talk about loyalty for a moment? Let's talk about loyalty for a moment. Because these niggas like talking about gang loyalty and this loyalty and that loyalty. Let's talk about loyalty. How can you be more loyal than to a man that puts you in a position to feed your family? I'll be right back. Give me 2 seconds. Fucking Lee, I think the wrong mic is plugged in. I think I got the wrong mic in. Can I switch them bitches? Not there. Not there. Hold on. That's not there. Gosh, sheesh. Hold on. Okay, she's doing everything else other than what I want to do. There we go. Is this what I want? Give me 1 second, y'all. This isn't what I wanted. Give me 1 second. Ah, fuck. Part of my language. This is. All right. I'm not even sure which one we're using at the moment. We'll figure that out later. We'll figure that out later. I'm not sure which one we're using at the moment. That shit plugged in. Better artist. I want to know who you thought was the better artist, Little Baby or Gunna. The reason being is because, just so we could be clear, Gunna taught Little Baby how to rap. So Gunna put Little Baby in a position for him to be able to feed his whole entire family. Gunna put Little Baby in a position to make generational wealth. This is like Anakin turning his back on Obi-Wan. We were brothers. That's what this is like. Why don't people feel like they should hold responsibility to the person that taught them how to eat, that taught them how to fish? He taught them how to fish, man. I just think that's sucker shit. I think he should just not have gotten involved. That would have just been some shit that I just can't get involved in this with y'all. Look, at the end of the day, he did whatever he did. I don't agree with him. I don't agree with it. I wouldn't have did the same thing. But that man taught me how to fish, man. Right now, I'm feeding my family. And I know y'all guys had a part to it too, but that's why I can't switch on y'all. Now, I can't fuck with him no more because he on some other shit that we not on. But that man told me how to fish, and I'm not going to get involved in this. I think that would have been a better way to handle the situation. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. I could be 100% wrong. That's just my opinion. Give me 1 second. This shit is on my mind. I'm gonna end up clicking something, and then the next thing I know, we gonna not be on live no more. Got a question. Is there a lot of commercials? I'm gonna skip these commercials. I could skip some of them. I'm gonna skip those. I think they're like pulling up like a lot of commercials. I'm curious about it. I don't know if nobody's talking this morning because we ain't have none of the people that talk, or if I just can't see the chat. I think I'm having issues with the thing. I like there's a meter here and it shouldn't be there, so it's kind of like fucking me up right now. Part of my language is a meter there and it shouldn't be there. I don't think that meter's supposed to be there. Like what the fuck? Hold on. Yeah. Shit, I just learned some new shit. I just learned some absolutely new shit on YouTube that I didn't even know that we could do, which is dope. So shout out to that. Huh. The more you know. All right, so go back to the thing I was initially trying to do. This is an easier way for me to be, but I could hear and see if I got the right mic on, so I could just at least be at peace with that real quick, and then we're gonna get back to what we're talking about. If there is anything that y'all guys want to talk about, put it in the chat. Hold on. First, let me turn the damn thing down. No commercials gonna come up. Put it in the chat. No commercials gonna come. Yeah, see, I'm not talking very loud right now, and it's getting picked up by the mic, so I'm like, put it in the chat. No commercials gonna come. Yeah, see, I'm not talking very loud right now, and it's getting picked up by the mic, so I'm like, yeah, I got the right mic on. I'm not got the right fucking mic on. Pardon me, I'm sorry about that. I'm like, is the right mic on? Like, it was really messing me up over here. I mean, I could have just. I'm not even gonna do all that. That's gonna be too much. Let's get back to what we're talking about. I wanted to talk about the Diddy conversation a little bit later, just so we could be clear. I wanted to talk about the whole kids in the music industry and different industries feeling entitlement and this being an issue, and then now translating over to our kids that shouldn't feel any entitlement because they're not in a situation to have any. Even though nobody should feel any entitlement, just so we can be clear. The only thing that we're entitled to is God's love. Other than that, there's nothing else that we're entitled to. So I would like to have that conversation later. I'm going to be a little bit more clear about the conversation that we're having right now, because I think sometimes I jump around a lot and I could be confusing. So I want to say this. Y'all guys do everything that y'all can for these gangs and for these clubs and for these whatever the hell you want to call it, right? But what are you really doing? Because look what just happened to Gunna. Gunna got locked up and put into a situation, right? Now he goes and he snitches. Don't get this confused. But why did he snitch? So we go past that, right? Because he didn't have nothing to do with nothing. He wasn't even supposed to be in those situations. They shouldn't even have been telling Gunna to tell this person or tell that person. Know your personnel, fam. That's all I'm saying. If Gunna's out there teaching people like Lil Baby how to rap, and he keeping that y'all legacy alive like that, why would you get him involved in anything? The biggest mistake that Treyway made, because they only made one. They literally only made one mistake. And that was not keeping Tekashi 6ix9ine separate from the street shit. That's the only mistake that they made. Because if they keep Tekashi 6ix9ine separate from the street shit and just allow for him to make his music and go out and perform and even play that character, but not in the street, even play that same exact character, they win. His relationship with his girlfriend even stays intact. He's not banging all of the strippers. He's staying focused. But what happened was, for whatever the reason is, the two things got mixed together. And when the two things got mixed together, it was oil and water. You busy there frying some fish, and then somebody comes with a bucket and just throw that shit in the pan. So that's the only mistake Treyway made. They didn't make any other mistake. That was it. Because once those two things connected and that started being what they was putting out, that's what created all of the problems. You understand? That's the only mistake they made. On the business side, a lot of street shit is street shit. But on the business side. So that was the only mistake they made. When I see Lil Baby, I see him far away from the situation. Why wasn't Gunna? There's a reason why I say I don't want to be a part of no crimes. There's a reason why I say don't tell me no crimes. I don't clout chase. I don't feel a need to. More people need to know who they are. I literally run away from the spotlight. Keep that in mind. With that being said, why doesn't Little Baby have any loyalty to Gunna, the man that put him that taught him how to do his craft, that now he's gonna be able to feed his family for generations if they work right. I'm gonna tell you something else. I just don't like Little Baby. I'm gonna explain why. Little Baby is one of the main dudes out here pushing that image of money, 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 money. Just go get your money. Nothing else matters. I don't like that. What up, Arthur D. Glass? Salute. I don't like that. That's just not something that I subscribe to. I don't want our kids thinking everything is money, 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 money. Now I want to say something. Shout out to Lil Baby. I'm just gonna say some shit that's some real shit. When he came out and he got hot, he jumped on everybody jump off and he was working. He probably didn't take any days off. It is what it is. He went and had a baby with Jada Waiter. She's fine as shit. Every time I look at her, I think to myself, damn, too bad she didn't just go shack up with somebody and just be somebody's wife and still do this Instagram shit, still do all this other shit. But too bad she didn't go shack up with somebody and live a fulfilling life that way. Too bad, I think that about a lot of people that I see, not just Instagram models, but just some rappers and stuff too. I'd be looking at them and I'd be like, too bad they didn't take the turn that will allow for them to be closer to God. That's all. I'm not judging. I'm not mad at them. Like I told you, I think she's beautiful. Like she had work done. It is what it is. I don't believe we're supposed to have work done. You understand what I'm saying? But you don't never see me knock anybody that does. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't believe we're supposed to. God, because that's kind of. I'm not trying to go into that because I'm not trying to shame nobody. So we're not doing that. All right, we don't do that. We're not doing that. And there are quite a few females that I've seen that have like they went to the factory and it looks good on them. And what could you say? You know what I'm saying? It looks good on them. Some people I've seen them go get the adjustments and it's like you probably should have saved your money. But it is what it is. It's a hit or miss, right? I could be in better shape too, right? I could be in a lot better shape, right? So I could also take better care of myself. Let's just say what it is. This is not me trying to attack anybody in any regard. So Little Baby has a real dope run. He has a really good run, right? Him and I believe Lil Durk drop a couple hits together. Khaled, he's going all over the place. He's just killing it, right? Everybody loves his flow. They love what he's talking about. For some strange reason, everybody think he's a super gangster. I guess it works. I mean, I don't really care. But in any regard, he doesn't do any of that without Gunna teaching him how to rap. He doesn't do any of that without Gunna teaching him how to rap. So who should he be more loyal to? Just remember that when you out there shooting up the block. Just remember when you out there doing whatever unnecessary violence or criminal activity. Just remember that. This nigga taught this dude how to fish at an expert level. Every time little baby talk about the money he making, he really talking about the money that Gunna put him in a position to acquire. These streets don't love you. God does. All right? Streets don't love you, fam. You got a lot of people in the street that have imaginary beef with you. I promise you. They just saw you somewhere one day and just in their brain, they just thought up an imaginary beef. So now they walking around telling people that you and them beefing. Y'all not even beefing. You don't even give a damn about these people. But they walking around every day telling everybody about how you and them beefing. They just made up an imaginary beef in their head. They just came into contact with you one day and just figured out how to make that into a thing. So now that's their life. So while you out here just trying to relive your regular life, be a regular individual doing regular things, what they're trying to do is get involved in your life as much as possible because y'all had an interaction once or twice. And so now they're obsessed with you. Dude, I just want to say this. I have people making up beefs in their head with me. Shit that never happened. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And then they want to have a talk with me about how they could squash the beef. Do you understand how insane that is? I'll say that again for the people that don't get it. So I have people, it's this one particular person in particular, just create a beef between me and him in his own head. And now he wants to talk to me about how we could squash the beef. I just called the police over. Yo, look, this guy over here is harassing me. Get this guy out of here. Hell yeah, the police officer was standing right there. I said, "Ma'am," she was a cutie too. She was like brown skin too. She was probably like a little bit more brown than me and shit. She was a cutie, old cutie, little slim thing, little shorty too. She probably about 5'2", 5'3". I was like, "Ma'am, you get this guy up." I wasn't trying to get the guy arrested or nothing like that, but get out of here, fam. Don't nobody got time for you. You made a beef with me up in your head. I don't have no beef with you. I have done nothing going on with you. I don't even know what the fuck your problem is. You made a beef with me in your head that you played with in your head. Yet you're telling everybody in the world, me and you got some kind of beef. I don't even know what the fuck you talking about. Like, I don't got a beef with you, fam. So you made a beef with me in your head. You go get other people to attack me with this imaginary beef that you made up in your head. And then when the people figure out you lied to them and that you a really a terrible person, now you want to try to have a conversation with me so we could squash this imaginary beef that you have in your head. Stay the fuck away from me. Pardon my language. Stay away from me. The people who you have tricked might not know how crazy you are. I do, because I know the lies that you're telling. Stay away from me. There's nothing to imagine. It's imaginary beef you made up in your own head. And I would not join in on you. Because you know how that's how this internet shit start. People make an imaginary beef in their head, then they start attacking you. And if you attack them back, then they could say they beefing with you. You understand? so that so that's what they do. Why you think they keep trying to say I'm lying about everything? You get it? They got the nerve to tell me what the fuck are you talking about? The beef it's an imaginary beef in your head. What the fuck do I got to talk to you about? Go talk to yourself. Figure it out. Figure it out. Go talk to yourself. This don't have anything to do with me. I don't get what that means. Throw yourself the pole? What the hell does that mean? I've been sitting down trying to figure that out. I have no idea what that means. Anyway, what we got 9 o'clock. What else y'all want to talk about? I don't know what y'all want to talk about. I don't got no comments. Decide this idea what y'all talking about. Thing. Excuse me. I had some weirdos. I went to the store this morning. The poll you posted. Oh, throw myself in the poll. Oh, I couldn't see the word in. It was blocked out by icon. I should have. I was gonna. That's why I was like, nah, I'm gonna put Blueface. I'm really not that vain. Like, I got a lot of jokes that might come across like that, but I'm really not. Sorry. So I'm gonna tell you what happened. So I'm on some chick post, right? Some girl I know, right? She's kind of dope. I bought some edibles off of her before. Real talk. So I bought some edibles off of her before. So they was pretty good too, not for nothing. Real good. I mean, I actually did promotion for her before too. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So I don't know if she still does edibles. So any regard, she writes on her post, this generation of men aren't romantic at all. So I didn't read her caption. I just commented to that part. So I wrote, baby girl, I love you. So this isn't aimed at you personally. I know you are a great person, but how can men be romantics when you ladies are mostly in your sexy red phase? She responded back, definitely feel you on that. But you can definitely read someone's energy and know what they're and know what they're about. Not every female in the sexy red area. I agree with her on that. That was a nice little back and forth discussion. I wrote, I agreed. What to tell y'all about that. But I do want to say something, and I find this like extremely interesting. So one of the things that we say over here is every man, well, pardon me, a man is a husband before he's married. A woman is a wife before they're married. This has to do with who you are as a person. So whenever I see a female say something like, I'm going to be soft when I meet the right man, yeah, you're not going to know how to be soft when you meet the right man. You're going to think you're being soft. You're not going to be soft because you're not even going to be in practice. That part. You're not even going to be in practice. You're not even going to know how to be soft. You're going to be thinking that you're being soft the whole time. You're going to really just be being regular. It might be coming off as a little creepy. Because you're going to not have been being soft for so long, you're not even going to be able to be capable. So I don't really like the whole men don't want to be gentlemen, because there are a lot of gentlemen out there. Y'all hate them, I promise you. Every time y'all date a gentleman, it seems, and this is just the way it be coming off, the majority of the time I'll say, he just gets used. Some lady was just arguing about some dude was flirting with her in the supermarket and he didn't buy her groceries. What in the hell are you talking about? So now we talk to you inside of an establishment. We are now supposed to pay whatever that fee is that you acquire in said establishment. Are you crazy? I don't even know your name. The hell are you talking about? So that still goes back to the entitlement thing. I think men, and I'm not, pardon me, I think men that are husbands, whether they're married or not married yet, I think in general, one of the things that they would want is a soft, malleable relationship, a relationship where not everything is a fight. We can disagree and it not be a fight. I think that's one of the worst things that's being taught to children in the household. That whenever there's a disagreement, one person has to try to dominate the other instead of we come to a consensus and understand it. Let's sit down and talk it out. It might be fun. We might not come to an agreement on anything, but we sit down and talk about it like an adult. We might have a good time. Even though even if we still fundamentally disagree. I don't talk to people that talk at me. I don't talk to you. Once you start talking at me, I'm not talking to you. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I know I don't want to fight. No, I don't want to fight, fam, but I'm good. You could do whatever you're doing over there, away from wherever I'm doing, whatever I'm doing. All right? I promise you, if I cross your path, it was just coincidence. It will never be on purpose. I will never know you're at a place and be like, oh man, I can't wait to get there. I think people don't stick to their convictions enough. And that's why people think they could play with me and then be cool with me later. You can't. I'm not capable of that. Just to be honest with you, it's not a decision. It's not me actively deciding against it. I'm saying I'm literally just not capable of it. I'm not capable of knowing that you're an evil, sinful individual that attacked me for no reason. And now how can I be cool with you? What other evil are you doing that I might not even know about? What evil might I accidentally help you do? Because I'm just trying to be a good friend to a bad person. So no, once you do me dirty and do me wrong, I don't know, I know who you are. God wanted me to know. God probably, he knows I'm extremely kind. So point you guys out. Make sure I know who you guys are. Yeah. Anything you guys want to talk about, put it in the chat. Who's the better artist? We got Little Baby at 27 people voted. We got Little Baby at 41%, Gunna at 22, Blueface at 15, and and people at 22 had people that just wanted to see the results. I do want to say this. Didn't Gunna album do like the best out of all the rap albums this year so far, something like that? Didn't Gunna like one of the only people that his shit did numbers and nobody else like did numbers? Is this real? Like, I'm right about that, right? Like, nobody else really did numbers. Gunna was the only one that did numbers. I think he did like 61K his first week. How much did Gunna sell his first week? How much did Gunna album sell first week?
According to Hype,
85.
The record debuted with 85,000 equivalent album units in its first week, including 84,000 in stream.
That's a win. Wait. Did I hear that correctly? Let's read going there. The record debuted with 85,000 equivalent album units in its first week, including 84 in streaming equivalent album units. Do they mean that out of the 85, he only had 1,000 in album sales, and so he only sold, so they could have just played with those numbers. But also, one of the things in which they're saying is happening basically is people aren't buying albums. They're just streaming. That's a thing now. And I look at myself, how I listen to music. I stopped buying albums years ago. Like, I've only got a couple of albums. One album because a person that used to be a part of the community bought the album and sent it to me. It's a shame that some people, like, it's a shame. It's a shame. I don't want to talk about that. In any regard, so in the 1990s, when an album dropped, people would be at the record stores and there'd be lines around the corner. I'll say that again. In the 1990s, I'm talking about a time in which I can tell you I personally saw these things, right? In the 1990s, an album would drop. And you know how these sneaker releases be happening with people wrapped around the corner? Well, yeah. And more. Like more. Like way more. Like multiply it by like hundreds. Like way more. Because the physical album sales, right, was the only way to get the product at that time. I mean, you could listen to the radio and then record. You could do that shit, right? But nowadays, we live in a time where you don't have to buy the album. I'm going to tell you what used to suck. When you caught an album that only had 2 good songs on it, those are the songs they made the video for. What used to be dope was when you get an album that had a hard B-side. No, you bought the album for the A-side, but the B-side was banging. It's a complete album. So nowadays, when our music is given to us, we don't even have an A-side. We don't have a B-side. We just have a chart list. It's probably going to be like 8 to 11 songs, 12 songs, right? But now you don't got to buy the album. You could just go to Spotify, listen to whatever song you want to listen to when you want to listen to it. You could just go to Google, YouTube. Is it Google Play, YouTube, whatever the fuck. Listen to it that way. Because you could listen to it that way, that means that we don't know how many actual sales were made. We don't know how many actual streams, right? Now, mind you, Gunna just snitched. That album couldn't fail. Because if that album failed, the US government fails. Gunna took the deal that Tekashi 6ix9ine was supposed to take. Tekashi 6ix9ine walked so Gunna could run. Now I'm gonna explain something to y'all. Do y'all remember what I told y'all? I said before when Tekashi was still locked up, I said when Tekashi gets out, it's gonna be in the government's best interest for him to do numbers. Because if Tekashi does numbers, that's gonna make other rappers more susceptible to tell. The police, in most instances, the government don't want the rapper. The government want the people behind the rapper in most instances. The people that are behind in most instances. So, like the Gunna situation, a lot of these rappers could just snitch on a gang members, and then next thing you know, that gang got a RICO. So what they were trying to do with Tekashi 6ix9ine is they wanted to make it so that Tekashi 6ix9ine win after he get out of jail. Because if he win, then more rappers would think that their careers could recover. The problem is when Tekashi 6ix9ine came out, he didn't come out with the right energy. He came out trying to get revenge. He didn't come out trying to just move forward. Now, remember, I was even saying what Tekashi 6ix9ine should do, basically, if all of this is bothering him, is expose other niggas that snitched. But what did he do? He just got a list and just started yelling and reading their names off. He should have did a whole production. They got money. They could have spent money for 44 minutes of a production for one person, and then 44 minutes of production for another person. They could have started the snitching. Do you understand how ahead of the curve I be? All the D glasses, Gunna probably heard you say it and decided to use your formula, and boom, his album hit hard. Fam, the industry know about me. Let's just be clear. And the nigga Gunna basically did exactly what I said Tekashi 6ix9ine should have did, except for telling that other niggas snitched part. But he did that also. Remember? He came out and hinted about one person snitching, but he didn't do it in a good way. But since he only said one person, they didn't stay on it. Everybody moved off of the shit. Remember? Gunna came out and exposed the nigga. And then people stopped playing with him. That's all I was saying that Tekashi should do. I just already was building a show, the snitching. I keep trying to tell you, fam. If I pull up on you and say I'm working on something, I'm working on something. When it looks good, I'm gonna show it to you. I gotta get it looking good first. When it looks good, I'm gonna show it to you. But I'm working on something. Tekashi 6ix9ine pull up on me. I go into that place. They don't do it that way that they did it, and they do it the way that I was saying that they should do it. They would have did what Gunna did. And for anybody, Artie D Glass, you here, right? Am I lying? Isn't this all stuff that I had said before? Gunna did exactly what I said Tekashi 6ix9ine should have did, with the exception, what basically exactly. The only thing that I would have added was the snitching it. That would have allowed for him to expose that there was other niggas snitching. Thank you. This is exactly what I said, fam. This was when the Tekashi 6ix9ine shit was going down. Fam, I'm needed for the culture. That's a fact. Another time I told niggas exactly how to work the system, or exactly how to do the thing that was gonna allow for them to win. And Tekashi 6ix9ine didn't do it. Gunna did it. I don't know what to tell you. Excuse me. That's crazy. Jamie Foxx did end up getting sick after he criticized Puffy, didn't he? That is what happened, isn't it? Jamie Foxx criticized Puffy and then all of a sudden he got sick. That is what happened, isn't it? That's bugging. Shout out to Kathy Drayton. I haven't made any Kathy Drayton content lately. This is Kathy Drayton. I was working on Icy Queen content. Shout out to the Icy Queens, especially the ones that like I actually interact with and like I communicate back and forth with. Shout out to y'all. I gotta send y'all some merch. I know. I gotta send y'all some merch. I gotta do that. I'm talking to one of the sponsors today, so maybe that will come up as conversation and we gotta send some merch out so we can get our because if I send them the merch, they already agreed to wear it. Quite a few of them already agreed to wear it. You know what I mean? Like, come on, fam. Come on, fam. I didn't say all of them. Sorry about that. I turned to something and it was Ice Spice, and so I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so Ice Spice popped up and I started looking at it. Fuck, I want some more coffee. I don't got nothing in the crib. I don't feel like walking to the store. What y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. I mean, we right at 9:20 now. This is actually when the show used to start back in the day. For everybody that don't know, when we first started, we used to be in a coffee shop. I'm just gonna tell everybody about when the show first started. I used to work downtown on the west side. What's uptown? Well, I guess it's over Midtown. Anyway, I used to work in Manhattan. So on the west side. So before work in the morning, I didn't have to be there till 10. So before work in the morning, I would do morning coffee in whatever the local coffee shop was around here. And there was Starbucks over there that I used to do it in. And that's how the show started. So we used to start at 9:20 because I used to get off of the train. Train used to get there about 9:10. 9:10, 9:05, 9:10. And that'd give me the opportunity to walk inside and go, buy my coffee and sit down and set up. So we've came a long way. Morning Coffee is the first show we've ever had on this platform that was a live stream. The second was a Tonight Show. They're speeding up the cable in my area. I can't do everything that I want to do currently because of we need faster speeds for one. Also, I got to go pick up another computer. I got to go pick that up today or tomorrow. I got to pick it up soon. And I was talking with someone else. So we got a little bit more equipment coming. Besides, a little bit more equipment. I think we get a new camera soon and a couple of other things we're working on. So we're doing things. We need to get a stabilizer. So that's another thing that we're working on. We're going to be getting a stabilizer that's going to allow for us to be outside and not just have our camera stand that we do have, but also the stabilizer allows for me to be able to make quick movements without the camera jumping up and down like this, like I'm running. It's just like, hey, y'all not gonna be able to see nothing. I'm like, hey, you guys, is doing the thing is doing. Well, I'm not gonna be swinging my arms like that if I'm running. I'm like, hey, you guys, these things is happening. Y'all gonna be like, the whole camera gonna be like, hey, nothing's gonna be come through. Is the point. So we need to get a stabilizer. We're gonna be getting a stabilizer soon. That's a done deal. We're gonna be getting a stabilizer soon. We're gonna be getting a camera soon. We need some microphones, some more self microphones like this for when we're out in the public. We're gonna be getting one of those soon. And we got to get a girlfriend soon because I need a partner. Not for nothing. Like I need a partner. Like hopefully she got like obviously someone got a job or whatever. Well, it's like part time and shit. I don't want so I need a lot of so we could go work. What up, T? How you doing today? Salute. So all that's already coming. All right. That's why I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. So if you want any promotion in any of our videos we're gonna be putting out today, hit me up. Yeah, salute. You already know what it is. If you want any promotion in any of our videos today, hit me up. I'm giving out promotion on our YouTube videos for the super low this week. I guess I'll keep it for the low for the foreseeable future. Just hit me up. I'll keep it for the low. If you hit me up and I don't think you're serious, just if you hit me up and I don't think you're serious, it's come on, just don't waste your time. Oh, you're gonna come try to waste my time. I get it, but if you're serious. If I don't think you're serious, I'm just gonna turn around and go the other way about my business, and we gonna be cool. Don't worry about it. All right. We've come a long way. I'm hoping to get a press soon so I can make t-shirts. We're coming a long way. We're making moves, man. But I want an embroidery, but them shits is so expensive, so I might have to start with just a press so we can make some t-shirts over here. Gotta get shit going, man. Gotta get shit going. But that's a little way off. I actually, I want to just have the press by spring, pardon me, by spring, summer. So that's no rush at all. I need a girlfriend. I need a partner, fam. I need somebody that's, got a little bit of hustle in them. You know what I'm saying? A team player. See, that's another problem that is with the whole independent woman thing. It's hard for us to find chicks that's gonna be a team player. Well, we're gonna move at our pace, but it would be dope to have a podcast. Podcast. That would be dope. I would be open to that, but we're gonna move at our own pace and make sure that we don't make no mistakes right now. So as much as I would do that right in the moment, there's just too much other things that we need to get sorted out. Patience. Patience. I'm a win-win. I'm not going to talk about, I'm a win-win. I'm a win-win. You understand why I want to make sure that there's a line between the people who fuck with me and the people who don't. I'm a win-win. I just want you niggas to know what side of the line you on. I don't got no beef with none of you niggas. Remember that. Y'all don't really got beef with me. All that shit's imaginary in your head. I don't want to discuss it with you. I just want to be clear on this. I don't want to discuss it with you. All that shit's imaginary in your head. I don't want to discuss it. Just remember, don't be mad at me. Be mad at the person who lied to you. Be mad at the person who told you to act the way that you acted. Don't be mad at me. Just remember that. That's all. That's all. What we talking about? Put it in the chat. It's only 9:30. And we already been up an hour. I like the early shows. Anybody want to call in? Anybody want to call in? Hit me on Instagram. Anybody want to call in? Hit me on Instagram. Oh, she commented back. Shout out to the baby girl. Oh, she hit the like button. I said agree. Shout out to baby girl. Oh shit. That one. That one maybe. That one maybe. That's one maybe. Two maybes. That's a definite. Hold on, I'm looking at these photos real quick. See which one I'm gonna work with. I might work with one of those. I don't know. I don't know. I see what they. Oh yeah, I'm gonna work with this one. This one is hard. She know what she doing. Icy. Remember, we make Icy Queens, right? She know what she doing. I gotta send her merch. Shout out to her. That she's so extra. I gotta send her some merch. She mad cool. She be chopping it up with me now and then. I gotta send her some merch. Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. Like, I don't, yeah, they lied to you. Okay? They gaslit you and tried to get you to gaslight me. Okay? I want some coffee so fucking bad. I don't got no more coffee in the crib. You can contact her too and try to tell her off if you want. They've been contacting her for years. It's not gonna work. They've been contacting her and badmouthing me for years. It's not gonna work. Yeah, I've known her for years, by the way. Yeah, so I gotta send her some merch. It's all just coming together, fam. That's why I keep trying to tell you. Y'all gonna be like, yo, he lying. And then I'm gonna open up my DMs and show you where we correspond and what you gonna say. I'm not gonna do that to her. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know at all. I don't know who that woman is. I don't have the slightest idea. I've been posting her on Instagram often, a lot, for the last 2 or 3 years. But yeah, we've never communicated. Ever. She's never came into our posts and left comments. I've never talked to her about anything. No merch, no nothing. They lied to you about who I am, fam. And now I'm in an area that they can't sabotage me. That's all they was doing, was sabotaging everything I was doing and then telling people I was a liar. That's it. Just like I tried to do the thing with the kids over here in basketball. They sabotaged it and then they told people I was lying and I was never going to do it. Then I went to go do the thing with the football. They tried their best to sabotage that. If it didn't work out, they would have told people I was lying. So that's all they do. They go sabotage whatever they see me doing, and then they go tell other people that I'm a liar. That's it. That's it. They follow me around with cameras, filming everything I'm doing, telling people I'm doing stuff I'm not doing, even when I'm just walking to the store. There's some community people. So I was in the store today. So I can't go in the store without headphones. So I guess now when they try to do it in the supermarket, I think the supermarket people is up on it. Shout out to the people in the supermarket. I think the supermarket people is up on it because, they see these people. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's like they can't hide no more. You understand what I'm saying? So I think the supermarket people is up on it. So I go to the regular store today to go get the coffee and shit. So, these motherfuckers wait for me to come into the store and then they start talking about family trauma. I am never going to speak to my family again. I don't care what happens. Those people are bad people and I don't want no parts of them. Now, I don't like talking about them. So I'm not going to stand up here all day and badmouth them or whatever. So we're not doing that. But I promise you, every time you try to gaslight me into something, I'm just going to go in the opposite direction 1,000,000 times harder than I already was. I promise you that. They lied to you about who I was. They told you I was malleable. I'm not. They told you I could be coerced. I can't. They lied to you about who I was. And the reason why they lied is to stop me from having resources. So all of my resources were removed for a really long time, but God still took care of me. And now my resources are back. Literally only because I was a good person. Like literally. The only reason. Because I was a good person. And because when I was doing well, I was helping other people out. And now those people are winning. It was like, yo, when we was on the come up, that nigga Frost showed us love. We didn't even have to ask him. He just did it. Y'all don't know how my old show used to be. When we get all of our OBSs and everything else all the way back up running, you're gonna understand. My show is a showcase for my friends. That's it. You're my friend, and my show is a showcase for my friends. My friends just also happen to spend money with the platform to keep us going. But my show is a showcase for my friends. You got music, I play it. You got a thing to sell, I show it. You got something you want to talk about, pull up. You got a thing you're doing in your community, then you got a thing we doing in your community. Go look at my old shows. I don't got a cat. My show is basically a showcase for my friends. Shout out to the ones that pulled back up on me. It was like, yo, Froze, I remember when you was posting us, we wasn't even paying you nothing. You was just posting us. I remember when we was paying you to post us and then our money ran short. And you was just still posting us for like a year. Friends are more important than money. Relationships is more important than money. So while you busy over there talking about what money you believe I don't have, I'm over here thinking about all of the relationships that I do have that you don't. And you can now not have because these people have seen that you are a terrible person. You're never going to be able to deal with anything but low lives. That's just where you're going to be at. That's your lot in life now. Think about that. Why you see me, because, I forgot to tell y'all. So apparently there's some people talking to me about doing interviews, flying around America to do interviews, allegedly. And no, this is facts. I want to say allegedly. But these are facts. I have one person, said a group of people that's talking to me about flying around America and doing interviews. And I got another group of people talking to me about going around and doing courtroom reporting, like when we go in the courtroom. I told y'all who I was, man. I just wanted to believe. I don't think this is red. Is this too red or is it red enough? Because my screen, I can't see any of the red. I want to. Do I got orange? Maybe I should have put. No, we got red on today. So anyway, I'm gonna go low. I told y'all who I was, man. What happened with the situation yesterday? Any more information with the lady? Okay, so all I know is this. Once again, I'm just reporting the new. Oh man. Oh man, that's why I don't want none of you. I'm not interviewing. I don't think I want to. Man, I was gonna say something else. So apparently, what happened was there was some shots that was fired. I did a little bit of sleuthing in the neighborhood, and I spoke to a couple of people. So apparently, there was some shots that was fired from one gun, but I think it might have been from two. And the reason why I said this is because I was talking to two people, and one of the people said it was 4 shots, and the other person said it was 3 shots. And then they said the one of the people specifically said that it was the first one was loud, and then the second 2 wasn't. So that sounds like that was 2 guns going off. And then, but she was like, no, it was the same gun. And then the other person looked at the person like, so it might have been 2 guns. I don't know. All right, so this is no, that's red enough. That's red enough. So it might have been 2 guns. I don't have the slightest idea. In any regard, 3 to 4 shots went off. Somebody was put in the ambulance. I didn't get an opportunity to see them. And allegedly, it was some shit involving some kids. Allegedly. Other than that, that's it. That's all I got. Now, and the Associated Press was there, so that's probably what's been already out there in the world now. Yeah, we had an Associated Press guy. He had the press pass and everything. Dope. I'm gonna tell you what was dope. So we were sitting out there, and the police officers at first, you saw they was being dicks to us. If you watch the camera, they was like, "Get out of here! You can't stand here. Move over there." And then we left, and we came back, and I was talking. I was like, "Yeah, I don't know these cops, but I know the other cops. I don't know these cops." And when I say no, I mean they patrol the area. I see them. I don't go out and have fucking conversations with these guys about what we having for dinner or talking to them about anything of any consequence. You understand what I'm saying? It's like when you just see somebody in the fucking street and you frequent them. So these particular cops, I don't think they were they were just, I don't know how to say it, like they were just securing the crime scene. Like they're not calling these particular cops if they need to bust something up. That's the point of which I'm trying to make. Like these ain't the guys you call it because you want to bust something up. They were just securing the crime scene. Shout out to them. I'm not trying to shit on them. Yeah, and the weirdo tried to roll up on me with a bike and wanted to have a conversation with me. That is so no. So that's all the information we got on that. But yeah, so the weirdo dude tried to roll up on me and have a conversation with me too, Jack. Dude was like, yo, come over here. Let me talk. No, nigga. Look, me and you don't have a problem. You got a problem with yourself. The problem you have is in your head. There's no reason in the world. There's nothing I could do. I can't have a conversation with you about a problem that you got. So stay the F away from me. Copy? There's nothing for us to talk about. Me and you are not friends. I don't know what you telling other people. Don't even know you. Like you were in a person in the chat. I met you one time. I needed a place to stay. You said you was going to rent me a place. You started renting me the place. Then you kicked me out. Tried to have me kicked out after I paid you. On Christmas. That part. Then you went and told people I'm doing something. I don't know what the fuck you told people, to be honest with you. Anyway, whatever the problem is in your head. I don't got nothing to do with that. You go sort that out with yourself. Stop trying to talk to me. The fuck? These niggas be really mentally sick. And then they go, I'm going to tell you what the mentally ill is doing now. Listen and pay attention. What they're doing now is they're picking out people to try to make them look crazy. They just happened to decide they was going to choose me. That's all. So the mentally ill is choosing people. Why do you think when we go outside, all of that stuff is always happening? They always trying to make it look like I'm doing something. You understand? Even when I'm not doing nothing. You understand? That's why when I go outside, I don't be wanting to talk to nobody. It's not because I don't want to talk to people. I would love to go outside and talk to people. But I know that those crazy people, like this weirdo on the bike, is trying to get into conversations with me. So they could try to make me look like I'm crazy. So therefore, I just, fuck it. I don't talk to nobody. Nigga made up a whole argument with himself in his head between me and him after he did me wrong. A whole argument in his own head that don't got nothing to do with me. And now he want to talk to me to sort it out. These niggas is mentally ill, fam. I don't care what you ever heard or saw me do. Them niggas is mentally ill. The nigga made up an argument in his own head between me and him. He just made it up. And now he wants to talk to me to work it out. Nigga, stay away from me. What the fuck? You and those crackheads. Stay away from me. Don't got shit. How we gonna work out? How am I gonna help you work out some shit that's wrong inside of your head? The hell? Niggas be like, yo, I got all the mental health problems. It's in my head. It's all between me and myself. But you know what? Me and you gotta talk. These niggas is crazy, fam. These niggas don't know me at all, but tell people I'm lying. Don't know me. Don't talk to me. Don't know anybody that know me. Contacting people, telling people they my family. Don't even know me. Damn, somebody died at a Pelicans game. Dude just went live right now that they want me to cover a couple of a specific court case, and they got some money behind it. And they like, yo, this could turn into. They was like, yo, this could turn into a. Like nigga hit me up. They was like, yo, don't nobody do that court shit like you, fam. Like you, that's nobody does that like you. You have your own shit that don't nobody else. They try, but they can't. Them dudes, I didn't know, but them dudes was in the courtroom when we was doing the Taxstone trial. And I didn't know that that's what they was doing. They was scouting me out. They was sitting next to me while I was taking my notes, man. So even if you could contact them and try to tell them that I'm whatever the fuck you want to tell them about me, it ain't gonna work. They saw me in action. I had lawyers coming up to me discussing what I was doing. I had lawyers coming up to me trying to look at my notes, fam. I had interns coming up to me, talking to me about how I take my notes, fam. I'm gonna explain something to y'all, everybody that don't get it, right? I'm gonna explain something to y'all. The art of taking notes is the difference between making it sometimes and just not. being able to organize your thoughts on paper where you can go back to them and understand the order in which they go and everything else, and have, not everybody know how to take notes, man. And the way I take notes is different. I don't just write down, like I just take notes. Y'all seen how my pages look. So they came into the courtroom and scouted me out. Then they watched the show and watched how I performed. Apparently, all I need is some direction. Apparently, all I need is direction. That's why I need a co-host. That's why I would like to. I think the most see, when we did the woke cast, I was the host and maybe the moderator and did the most speaking. But if I do a platform again, some kind of podcast, I don't want to be like the main speaker. I would like to have a female's voice on the platform, and I would like for her to have more of a moderator's position, whereas she discusses and talks about and runs the discussion on which topics we are discussing, not discussing things like that. You know what I'm saying? Work it out. You know what I'm saying? Like a Molly Shannon. Anyway, Jet Lee says, I'm from Brick City. We don't speak to no one. Fam, sounds like Brick City is similar to the Bronx. Brick City, the Bronx, Oakland, Philly, all of these places is similar. Tell me where the lie's at. No shit to nowhere else, but tell me where the lie's at. Newark, for anybody that don't know what Brick City is. Newark, New Jersey. For everybody that don't know. They gonna say I'm lying. Nah, I'm not about the resources. Nah, I was just contacting the other people that was gonna bring the resources and lying to them. Y'all can't lie to these people. The resources are here. They're not coming. They're here. Y'all were just contacting all of the other resources that I had and lying to them, and you just can't lie to these people because all of these people have seen me in action. Artie D Glasses, the beauty of it all is God cipher out the BS so you can know who. Yeah, exactly. Siphons. Yep. I had to go through what I went through because I was about to bring some people with me that shouldn't have went. That's all I have. If you notice, a large contingency of the people who I had to remove from my presence is now just doing hate. How God couldn't let me win with those people standing next to me. What you think would have happened to me? How could I couldn't have won with those people standing next to me? How was God gonna? These people are terrible people. God couldn't bless them. Sometimes you don't get your blessing because you got people with you that God can't bless. Sometimes you got to remove people from your equation because God, their blessings are not for them. That's all it be sometimes. The blessings just don't be for people. So therefore, God got to remove them from your equation before he can give you your blessings. That's it. That's all. For anybody that don't believe in God, he's raising me up in front of my enemies right now. So they're going to come harder. I knew that was going to come out the wrong way when I started saying it. So they're going to attack more. Because that's what God does. He's just raising me up in front of my enemies. He's raising me up in front of his enemies. Because if I'm out here and I'm preaching the Lord's word and people are trying to destroy me, then whose enemy are you truly? Just something to think about. That's why I keep saying, don't be mad at me. Be mad at them. They lied to you. They got you to do shit that I promise you God is not happy with. I promise you. Be mad at them. Don't be mad at me. Time we got going on 10. What y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. I don't care. Blueface a bitch. I don't care what nobody say. He either really beating on women or he's allowing for to have the reputation of beating on women. Either which way, he a sucker. I'm sorry. I don't care how many men's asses he could whoop. None of that matters to me. None of that matters to me. None of that is important. Little Baby dissed Gunna on stage when Drip Too Hard came on. F the rat, turn that crap off. He's not helping Thug by doing that neither. These guys don't think. These guys don't think. What the fuck is this? Oh, that's a monkey. These guys don't think. Glorilla says she doesn't know how to argue. I'm gonna run out of shit to say. Ain't this terrible that we literally living in a day and age where people is like, we got to learn how to argue instead of say we got to learn how to communicate? Shout out to Glorilla though. I ain't trying to hate. I think it would have been dope if she would have said something about communicating. I think that would have been dope. She would have been like, we got to communicate. Watch this white lady absolutely bust her ass. Now, this is the part that I don't understand. What is the whole swimming in the freezing ocean thing? And the ocean is so cold, you're going to try to jump in when it's already icy. You know how thick that ice is? You didn't even think about making a hole first? So I don't know what's going on here. And did she like bust her knees open? Because that had to be like jumping on concrete. I hope she's okay. Actress Cheryl Lee Ralph and her husband of 20 years are finally taking that big step in moving together in the same house. I don't even know how insane that is that I just read that. She lives in LA full time while he stays in Pennsylvania. The couple see each other every 2 weeks since okay, so that's not a real marriage. That wasn't a real marriage. I don't care what nobody say. See every 2 weeks for how long? 5 minutes? Even if they say don't believe, they do just try to trick their mind because they know the consequences of even thinking of going against him. Even if they say they don't believe, they do. No, that's a fact. They believe in God. They just, a lot of times people just, they got too much hubris. They just too proud. Even if they don't believe, they do. Yes, absolutely. First of all, a lot of those dudes that are beefing with me really do just Satan worshipers. Like, you do know that, right? Like they're not hiding it. Like they really, a dude that live out here in Coney Island, like he's really a Satan worshiper. Like, I'm not, like me and him have had a discussion about this. You understand? He told me why he hates the Most High. You understand? So yeah, you're right. They do know that these guys, they do know God exists. And sometimes they're not tricking their mind. It's just pride and hubris. You know, he told me why he hate God. Like why you think I keep saying this is devil worshippers? You think I'm just saying that? You think I'm just saying that because he's trying to do the opposite of what I'm trying to do? Well, I'm trying to spread the Lord's word. So if he's trying to do the opposite of that, it is what it is. But you thought just because he was saying like negative things to me, that's why I was saying no. Like I literally had a conversation with the dude, and the dude told me about why he hate God. Got loud about it too. And he was really passionate about it. I don't know who home he is. Shout out to that shit. I gotta drop it. I'm gonna throw this microwave. Shout out to that shit. I don't know who home he is. Shout out to that shit. Had a whole conversation with the little nigga. He was yelling about how much he hated his moms or some stupid shit that didn't make any sense. I guess he thinks because me and my pops don't have the best relationship that I wish bad on my pops. I don't wish bad on nobody. Me and that dude don't got a good relationship, but I don't want nothing bad to happen to him. That's insane. The hell are you talking about? So I think because me and my pops don't have a good relationship, I guess that's why he felt free telling me about how he don't like his moms and about how he don't like God. I don't know, fam. I don't know what to tell you. Me and my pops don't got the greatest relationship, but I literally do not want anything bad to happen to him. Yeah, so I think that's what happened. Dude thought because me and my dude thought since me and my father had a bad relationship that, you know what I'm saying? Like I was gonna sit here and like, no, I'm not on that type of time, fam. I don't trauma bond, fam. We're not doing that. He busy telling me about how much he hated his moms. I was busy trying to just change the subject and say maybe it's not as bad as you think. You know, now I understand why people do that to me. Like if I'm talking about it and they be like, hey, maybe it's, you know, you don't see it, you're not there. But sometimes it's not. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't even know why he said he's mad at his moms, to be honest with you. He didn't give an actual reason. He just said that he was. So sometimes people are irrational. You know, sometimes people are mad at you because of their own emotions. You know, you don't have nothing to do with it. You didn't do nothing to them. Their own emotions because of the way that they feel when they're around you. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know that situation. It should get shit to do with me. But sometimes people are just mad at you because of the way that you make them feel. You know, like you didn't do anything. It's just that the reflection that they see of themselves when they're in your presence, they don't like. So therefore, they have an issue with you. That's it. That's all. Imagine the reflection that that individual must feel for him to need for me to leave all of Coney Island because just by the because of how close I am to him, the reflection he see of himself makes him feel so bad about who he is. You understand why I don't attack people? If you want to know if I could fight or not, there's people that see me fight that live in Coney Island, fam. I'm just not fighting these people because they want to have an internet beef with me. They want me to fight with them so they can have an internet beef with me, fam. They want to fight with me so they can film me and say that I'm a bad guy. They just creating fake reasons to have beef with me. God says that we got to be above that. So I'm trying to be above it. What y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. What y'all want to... I was looking to see. I was like, my head's a little ashy. What y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Remember, the show's early. For a lot of y'all, y'all just got here, whatever the case is. But remember, I've already been live like an hour and change. And we haven't had that many... we haven't really had any comments in the chat. So I've been literally just talking about the subject and shooting left and right at different shit for an hour and change. I could use some assistance with some comments if y'all don't mind. Use some community assistance. I really don't want to get off the live this early because I just ran out of things to talk about at the moment. There's not a lot of things in pop culture that's really interesting to me. A lot of this stuff I don't want to talk about. Like a lot, it's not that I don't want to talk about, but a lot of these things I would like to talk about in concert with another person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when I'm outside and we out in the street, I'm not gonna lie, the community, it gives me life a little. You know what I'm saying? Being able to see things move, being able to see shit, it gives me a little bit of life. I like being outside. It's too cold today, though. We're not doing that. It's way too cold today. This is bugging. Hold on. I'm looking for fact checks to say real quick. So basically, there's this sea turtle, and he has some shit trapped around his neck. So there was a boat. The shark helped the sea turtle get to the boat. So the human... I am not capping. The shark is pushing a fucking sea turtle so the sea turtle could catch up to the boat, guys. Look. Then the shark just turned around and bounced. So the sea turtle has some shit around his neck that they're about to cut loose. I don't know how to feel about this. I'm going to say something. There's been an energy vibration. I say it like that. There's been a vibration change on the planet. I don't know if anybody else has noticed it. So I'm walking. I'm walking in after I get my coffee, and I talk to one of the dudes, one of the great workers that we have here that, you know, keep our area in here up by, you know, cutting, doing whatever work they do around here. These guys are excellent. You know, they keep this place clean. They keep this place looking pretty. I love you guys. You guys are excellent at your job. Anyway, so I'm walking past these guys today. I say, what's up? I'm walking past them. And I stop and I say to the guy, because right as I see them, a fucking bird flies at me and almost hits me dead. And, you know, like they're always doing. So I stop and I talk to the guy and I ask him, do he have the same problem with these? I don't know if they dive bombing me. I don't know what they doing. So he says, well, the birds around here are aggressive. So I'm like, okay, so I'm not the only one. He said, if you go near their nest, that they're gonna go and attack you. Well, that's birds in general. But I'm not near any damn nest. I'm standing in the middle of a parking lot most of the time. There's not even no bushes near me. So there's a vibration switch going on in the planet. And I don't think all of us are becoming attuned to it. But I 100% think that animals are attuned to it. Just something I wanted to say. Jet Li says, in the words, in the word, it speaks of seared consciousness and evil spirits. Put them together. In the word, it speaks of seared consciousness and evil spirits. Yes, put them two together. Yeah. God's energy. Yo, dog, I can understand it. Yo, fam, I don't. These birds, y'all see them when we be on the live. Like, y'all can't see it as much. These motherfuckers be dive bombing me. I don't know if they don't see me or if they don't. I don't know what it is. They don't see me. They don't think I'm a threat. I don't know if it's just. I don't know what it is. I don't know if they just like this to everyone. So that's why I was trying to find out. Maybe they're just doing that to everybody. I don't know. I had the slightest idea. People, dogs be running up to me all the time, though. They just be making a beeline. And the squirrels, yeah, look, fam. Did I show y'all what happened with the squirrel the other day? So I'm walking. And the damn squirrel just pulled up on me and started eating. Damn squirrel just pulled up on me. I'm walking. He just pulled up on me and started eating. Look. I was just standing there taking pictures. Maybe he's just something he do. Look, this is after I started walking on the block. Maybe it's just something he do. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I just start paying more attention. Oh wow, Westbrook has one son and he has two girls, or I don't know if that might be his wife though, right there. So she got a little bit of game. That was a nice and one. That's a nice play. She been working on that. It's always dope when your shorty been working on some shit and then she pull back up on you and she like surprise you with it. Like that's always dope. Which one was it? I have no idea. First of all, those are chipmunks, not squirrels. Those are chipmunks, man. Those are squirrels. Them niggas look totally different too, by the way. also, do y'all remember Chip and Dale? Were they chipmunks? They were chipmunks too, right? Why did they love making these cartoons about chipmunks so much? What in the hell is so important about chipmunks? I'm curious. But yeah, shout out to for everybody that don't know, they have a dope ass movie on, I believe, Disney Plus. And it's Chip and Dale. And it is a I'll show you what it is. It's fucking incredible. Go check it out. It's fucking incredible. Which I want to talk about. Put it in the chat. I'm just babbling. If I had coffee, I'd make me another coffee or some shit. Also, Indiana Jones and the Dollar Destiny. I want to tell you about that in 2 seconds. I want to say a couple of things. But there is is it on Disney Plus or is it on the other one? No, it's on the other one. It's not on Disney, right? Wait. Chip and Dale. It's on the other one, right? It's not here, is it? No, it's here. Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. I'm gonna show you which one I'm talking about. It's just Rescue Rangers. But I'm gonna show you the jump on. So you can see what I'm talking about. Shit is this dope as fuck. This right here. I want them to make more of these. I want them to make a whole cinematic universe of these shits immediately. I will need a whole cinematic universe of this. This is why I need a girlfriend to watch stupid shit like this with and just giggle. Well, not me giggle. She's gonna be giggling. I'm gonna be tickling. Funny guy. Anyway, Indiana Jones Dollar Destiny came out. I want to say something real quick, right? First of all of these movies is mad at the MCU. They're mad. The MCU is not going down in quality. I think the MCU is sabotaged. Just like the next GTA is about to be sabotaged. I'm going to tell you how the MCU was sabotaged real quickly, and I'm going to explain this. I need for you to understand this. Not many movies can be female-led movies and win. That's just the way it is. Not many movies are going to be Alien. Ripley is an incredible antagonist. She is one of the best antagonists ever in the history of antagonists, men or women. I take Ripley over damn near half of the Arnold Schwarzenegger damn characters, because most of those guys was just too over the top for me. Ripley is an incredible character. I'm going to tell you how incredible Ripley is. So I had a crush on whatever her name is that plays her. What up to the few? I forgot her name right now. So I had a crush on her. And then when I got older, I realized that I didn't have a crush on her because I thought she was attractive, because I did not think that that woman was attractive at no period of time. I had a crush on her because she's Ripley. Female-led movies are difficult. They're not impossible. They're difficult. I'm going to tell you another female-led movie, which I think is incredible. Black Widow. It's a freaking shame that they didn't drop that same exact movie, by the way, 10 years ago, where they couldn't, because they wouldn't have had the actress that plays Yelena Belova. So it is what it is. Things happen when it happens. But I want more Black Widow movies that are just shit that already happened before she died. Shout out to Mike Jones, salute. I want more of those. I want more Black Widow movies, shit that happened before she died. Fuck it. All right, she's dead. We got it. But there was a whole bunch of shit she did before that. Could we get Budapest? Could we get a Budapest movie? Now we can't, because fucking Jeremy Renner Brones got all broken up. So he can't do it. But so I'm not knocking female-led movies. There are quite a few. And Black Widow is one of my favorite MCU movies, by the way. It's like top 5 for me, probably. Let's see. The 3 Cap movies. The 3 Cap movies. If you want to know it in order: Winter Soldier, Civil War, First Avenger. Infinity War was okay, but Endgame, because of the last fight scene, damn near almost entirely. And it's hard for me to not say that Black Widow isn't the next best movie. Over all the Iron Mans, yes. The first Iron Man is a classic, so I don't even want to, I get it. But at best, that's a push. That Black Widow movie was good, fam. The only thing that makes it not better to me than every movie, with the exception of Winter Soldier and Civil War in the MCU, there's only one thing that makes it not better than all of those. And that's the fact that they turned Taskmaster into a woman and didn't leave Taskmaster as a dude. If they leave Taskmaster as a dude, that is a masterpiece of a movie. That movie was perfect. And part of the reason why the movie was probably so perfect is because it was done after the movies that it was supposed to exist in the same time period was done. So they was just able to do it better. You understand what I'm saying? So they kind of a cheat code. In any regard, Indiana Jones and the Dollar Destiny, they fucked up. Not this movie, but they fucked up in the 80s and in the 90s because they tried to only make 3 movies. And then when MCU came and people realized you can make more than 3 movies and keep the shit going, now there's other people trying to pick up and trying to do more movies. You understand? That's what So these guys is upset because I promise you they're busy thinking, damn, too bad we can't get a Harrison Ford back 20 years ago. Harrison Ford. We could have dropped the fucking Indiana Jones movie every 2 or 3 years and killed. Y'all know how Indiana Jones came about, right? So Spielberg wanted to make an American 007. He wanted an American James Bond. That's what Indy is basically. Now you know why he's always fighting the Nazis. James Bond is always fighting shit like what they call those guys. He's always fighting a secret organization, right? Right? I forgot what you call him, but that's basically who he's fighting all the time, right? This guy's always fighting Nazis. I think they need to start working on a live action Miles Morales movie already. But I think they might not do that. And the reason being is, and I'm going to be honest with you, the cartoon Miles Morales movies is doing so incredible. I don't know. They might cut into their own money if they do that. That might not be the best move. I think the move that they might do is try to merge the cinematic cartoon aspect and the cinematic real life as shit. We definitely need another James Bond movie. I want us to make an American James Bond, but like, okay, so they're always trying to make an American James Bond. Who do you think Ethan Hunt is? You understand? So they're always trying to do that. James Bond is the quintessential super spy, period. Shit, they even had Austin Powers. So they're always trying to remake James Bond, even in satire, even in, parody or whatever the case might be. Even in satire. So I have a pretty decent idea that I think will be dope. But it wouldn't be based in the reality that we know. It'd be based more in science fiction type reality. And basically the character's name is Colonel Rinka. And I've been working on this particular idea since 05, maybe 06. I forgot. Whenever I was in Catherine Gibbs. So I've been working on this particular idea since then. And it came from a idea for a video game we were making. So yeah, so when I was in school, we were actually I had a video game development. I had a class that we was developing a video game for. Like we had to make the characters, and we had to animate it, and we had to make a trailer, and we had to also make it playable. A lot of shit. Anyway, so my character was named Colonel Rinka, and it's like a big long backstory. When it was based in a lot of fantasy. So basically, he's like some super spy guy, whatever, and the plot for the video game was this. So we had a couple of action scenes. I just tell you the overall plot. He's a colonel, obviously. Well, they call him Colonel Rinko or whatever the case is. That's what he goes by. So he used to be in the military, obviously, and he's not in there for no more for whatever the reason is. One of the people he used to serve with was the actual president of the United States. So what ends up happening is the terrorist groups end up hijacking a plane and landing the plane in the Middle East. And in the plane is the president's son. But the people who hijacked the plane, they don't know the president's son is on the plane. They was hijacking the plane for a totally different reason. Look, they was hijacking the plane for a totally different reason, right? So the video game starts with Colonel Rican being in New York. Then you got to go through a mission. Well, okay, I'll just tell you what the storyline is. So he's in New York and he goes through a big thing. And first thing you're doing is you're fighting the federal government, because you're also wanted, by the way. So you're fighting the federal government. So the president contacts you personally and asks you to do this mission to save his son. Don't nobody know. So you're fighting against the federal government. You got to get to Area 51 so you could steal a spaceship And when you steal a spaceship, the spaceship comes with an alien. So you got to go to Area 51 so you can steal the spaceship. And it's like a whole bunch of shit that's happening. So and then you got to go from Area 51, and he goes to the Middle East to go do the thing to get the. So it's a Colonel Rinker. So that was a whole video game that we was making. I remember I did a particular scene where there was a building blowing up with a man running out the building, and I had another scene where we was in like planes and shit, and the other planes was behind him, and he was like trying to like shoot at them and shit like that. So yeah, it was fun, fam. Building video games was fun. So that's what I would do if I had the opportunity. I'd bring Colonel Rinker to life. That's what I would do. He's an American hero. Also, he always walks he only has one weapon on him, by the way. He only carries one weapon with him at all times. I mean, he'll pick up a gun and he'll use a gun and shit like that, but he only carries one weapon with him. A Swiss Army knife. That's it. That's his main weapon, a Swiss Army knife. So in the video game, you'll be getting into a lot of different puzzles and a lot of different situations. You got to use your Swiss Army knife. And then you get add-ons to your Swiss Army knife. You can get other guns too and shit like that, but it's like, anyway. So yeah, Colonel Rinker. Probably a thing I've been working on since like 05, 06, whenever I was in school. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all, like, y'all don't know who y'all dealing with. Like y'all don't know who y'all dealing with. Be mad at the people who lied to you about who I am. Don't be mad at me. Be mad at the people that told you to play with me. Don't be mad at me. Be mad at them. It was dope too. I'm gonna tell you the dopest thing about when I be in school. Apparently, whenever I'm in a project and I got to do like a group project, everybody always want me. Everybody always want me to do the talking part. So I'm gonna say something real funny. So motherfuckers will do the whole project. I've been in groups where these guys are probably way smarter than me too. I'm gonna say what it is. So I've been in groups where people want me to join their group, like it's in college or whatever, but not because they want me to actually help with the project. They just want me to be the person that is, doing the presentation. So they don't even care if I do anything. Like, so I'll be sitting like this with my legs kicked up like this while everybody is working, and they're fine with that. And it's been times where I try to get involved and they're just looking at me like, this isn't your part. All you got to do is just stay being, you already know what everything is. Don't worry, we going to put it together. You just got to go. When we don't want to go stand in front of the class. We don't want to do that. That's what you're here for. You're here to stand in front of the class and get the presentation. We don't need your help doing anything else. So I'm like this. I think people be thinking I be having life on easy mode. I don't got life on easy mode, man. I think that's why sometimes people